start with this piece. I'm not going to say the title to anything because they don't have titles. And yeah, just see how you feel. Before I entered the world, you were already doing twice as much. You had 2 bundles of life to love, 1 boy, 1 girl, 2 years apart, balanced family. But that was just the start. 10 years went by before you chose to love some more. A new being, totally dependent. 2 years you gave the best nutrition because you didn't live for the now. You had vision, trying hard to love us all, but unfortunately, he chose the bottle, not for me, but a crux for himself. Life strains, one too many. My best memories are your worst. I was 3. You were angry, but you loved your children more fiercely than you loved yourself, and you chose to safely raise these kids alone. Sacrifices made daily, but never did I feel like I was going without. My life was overflowing with spares, seconds, and hand-me-downs, cousins, aunties, and grandparents around, soup and bakes, corned beef and rice, which, although I fussed, I actually liked. Not to mention your shepherd's pie and sending me to a good school, where I had to learn to tie a tie, an expensive uniform you had to buy. Extra shifts from dawn till nigh, you raised me well. You didn't just try. In my opinion, you basically aced it. You never gave up, just faced it, rolled up your sleeves, got stuck in, and gave the best squeeze. I loved writing you letters before I fell to dream. I see you, and I wanted you to know we were a team. You taught me how to love without conditions. Bitterness so foreign to me, as it was never an example. The way you forgave and continued to sparkle is such a testament to your power. I always had more than enough because you raised me with double the love. Thank you. Just when you think you know what love and life is all about, it starts to feel like death and hate. The line is so fine. Our human heart's so fragile, the norm often isn't the best path. Learn from it, but create your own. You are the vessel for your pain. The potter to the clay, mold it. Like the baker to the dough, you need it. When agony blinds you and you think bent, unclear, eyebrows aching, head too heavy, too full, too fuzzy, take a moment. Breathe. And remember that their heart is as fragile as yours. Their action is a form of protection. Taught to them before they could talk, who will remind them that the solution is in their words? Conversation equally as important to listening. Listen to what they are really telling you. So often their behavior is so little to do with you and so much more about how they love themselves. Sometimes we meet at different points in the relay. You're ready for the exchange, but your teammate has already run away. You are left carrying yet another burden, no closure, weight in your heart. That's no place to start to love someone again. Tired hearts can only travel so far. but mostly in circles, round and around the track, slowing with every loop. No one to pass it on to. Weary and frustrated, what life is this you've traded? The heaviness forces you to stop and let all the baggage drop. Naked you stand. Steadily you start to dress yourself with courage, with understanding, with confidence, and the most precious item of all, forgiveness. Now you can't help but let your roots coil, lean into the light. The path is so clear, naturally lit, so bright. Welcome to luminous life, release of stress. This is death, not a curse. You just experienced your first rebirth. Thank you. We've got time for one more. I want to find a stranger to tell all my secrets to. Every last nook and cranny of my bones. I don't want advice or a reaction, just the sensation of release. Because if someone can carry the tale too, there's less for me to hold and hide. No matter the size, if I have to bear something I can't share, you'll only get me in parts. The parts that requires the least amount of effort, the surface. For the depth is too deep, and I only know how to tread water. Keep working, keep providing, keep smiling. Just don't dive, because if I do, I may not come back. And if I do, I will watch those I love warp and change through saturated, salty eyes. I don't know when the view will clear, if the view will clear. Right now, I have mastered staying afloat. I have drowned before. There's still water in my ears. I can't hear you. I try to listen, but my voices are louder. They fill all the corners of me, imploding into silence. Invisible, invincible strings pull and prop me up in perfect light. So I look all right. Thank you.